So you're over 55 and just realized your retirement plan is basically hoping for the best. Yes, I've been there 3 times actually, which either makes me a slow learner or someone who's figured out something most people haven't. I'm Sophia, the pragmatic optimist. I've rebuilt my life completely 3 times across 4 decades, and I'm still building at 66. On this channel, I like to share real strategies, free of hype, that work for your second act after 50. And today we're talking about what to do when you look at your bank account and realize that golden years might be more like ramen noodle years if you don't get your act together. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Starting a retirement plan at 55 plus isn't a disadvantage. It's actually when you finally have enough life experience to do it right. I had to start over again at 60 when life decided to throw me a real curveball. So when I tell you it's not too late, I'm not giving you motivational fluff. I'm giving you a roadmap that's been tested in the real world. Here are 10 battle-tested strategies that will transform how you think about your future. Number 1, stop panicking and start planning. Your age is actually an advantage. First things first. Take a deep breath. Yes, you're behind where you should be. Yes, all those financial advisors with their compound interest charts starting at 25 are basically just showing off at this point. I know because I was one of them in the past. But here's what they don't tell you. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from wisdom. At 55 plus, you know what actually matters. You know what expenses are real and which ones are just lifestyle inflation. You've seen market crashes and lived to tell about it. Most importantly, you're done making the expensive mistakes that younger people are still figuring out. Like thinking you need a boat, or that timeshares are good investments. We fell into that trap. Number 2, do a brutal asset inventory, including the stuff you're ignoring. It's time for some tough love. We need to figure out exactly where you stand. What's actually in your checking and savings? Write down the real numbers, not what you wish they were. Any old 401ks floating around from previous jobs? These forgotten accounts are like finding money in your old coat pockets, except it's thousands of dollars. Home equity. Yes, even if you swore you'd never touch it, your house is probably your biggest asset. Know what it's worth. Social Security estimates. Go to ssa.gov. It's free and surprisingly not terrible. This is probably going to be your financial foundation whether you like it or not. Now, let's look at your skills and experience. You know how to do things that people will pay for. Your professional network, all those people you've worked with over the years. They're potential opportunities. Your ability to live below your means. You've survived recessions and made tough financial decisions. That's a skill most people never develop. You probably have more assets than you think. You're just not counting the right things. Number 3, master strategic frugality. Not cheap, but smart. Learning to live on less isn't a punishment. It's a superpower. I'm not talking about clipping coupons and eating cat food. I'm talking about strategic frugality, making your money work harder by wanting less stuff. Can you downsize, house sit, or get a roommate? Yes, roommates at 55 plus are a thing. I lived with a roommate for 6 years when I had to rebuild. Your ego isn't worth going broke over. If you're making payments on a car worth more than half your annual income, you might be driving your retirement fund. Go through your bank statements and cancel everything you haven't used in 3 months. You'd be amazed how quickly $10 here and $15 there adds up. Eating out regularly is like setting money on fire, except less entertaining. You've lived long enough to know that expensive doesn't always mean better. The goal isn't to live like a monk. It's to buy yourself time and flexibility while you build something better. Number 4, create multiple income streams because jobs are so last century. The old model is dead. The new model is about creating multiple income streams that leverage what you already know. Companies love hiring experienced consultants because you can solve problems without needing your hand held. You could teach at community colleges, offer online tutoring, or mentor young professionals. Food delivery, ride sharing, task services, it's flexible and you can work as much or as little as you need. Can you fix things, make things, or organize things? There's probably a market for it. Online courses teaching what you know, even boring professional skills, have audiences. If you can communicate clearly about topics you understand, there's money in it. Small businesses don't require huge startup costs. Service businesses often just need your time and expertise. Real estate investing, even small scale, like house hacking, small rental properties, or REITs, which are real estate investment trusts, can provide ongoing income. The beautiful thing about being 55 plus is that you have context younger people don't. You can spot opportunities they miss because you understand how things actually work. Number 5, hack your housing. Your biggest expense is your biggest opportunity. Your housing situation is probably eating way too much of your income. Rent out rooms. Airbnb has made short-term rentals much more viable. Your mortgage company doesn't care about your feelings. Move to a significantly cheaper region. Your cost of living can drop by 30 to 50% in some areas, which is like giving yourself a massive raise. Consider alternative housing. Tiny homes, RVs, or co-housing communities aren't just for hippies anymore. House sit for people who travel. Wealthy people need house sitters and they prefer responsible adults. You get free housing, they get peace of mind. Your house isn't your identity, your future is. When I moved from expensive areas to cheaper ones, I thought I was sacrificing. It turns out I was gaining. Lower cost of living meant less financial stress, which meant more mental space to build something better. Number 6, supercharge Social Security. Every year you wait equals more money. Social Security isn't exciting, but it's probably going to be a bigger part of your retirement than you want to admit. For every year you delay taking Social Security past your full retirement age until 70, you get about 8% more. That's guaranteed return that no investment can match. You can work and collect Social Security. After full retirement age, work all you want without reducing your benefits. If you're married, divorced, or widowed, you might have claiming strategies that can boost your total household Social Security income. Spend a few hours understanding your options. It's probably the highest return research you'll ever do. Number 7, invest like you know what you're doing, because you do. At 55 plus, you don't need to invest like a 25-year-old hoping to get rich quick. You need to invest like someone who's seen a few market crashes and lived through them. Low-cost index funds for growth. You're not trying to beat the market. You're trying to participate in it without paying high fees. Dividend-paying stocks for income. Companies that have been paying dividends for decades tend to keep doing it. A little bit of bonds for stability. Bonds won't make you rich, but they won't keep you up at night either. Maybe some REITs. Real estate investment trusts let you invest in property without having to fix toilets at midnight. You're not investing for 40 years anymore, but you're probably investing for 20 to 30 years, which is still plenty of time for compound growth. The advantage of starting later is that you're done making the emotional investment mistakes. You've learned the most important investing lesson. Boring usually wins. Number 8, plan for healthcare because pretending it'll be fine won't work. Healthcare costs are going to be a thing. A big, expensive thing. If you have access to a health savings account, max it out. It's like a retirement account with health benefits. Start understanding Medicare at least a year before you turn 65. It's confusing, but the penalties for messing it up are real. Every health problem you prevent is thousands of dollars you don't have to spend later. Long-term care is the big, scary expense nobody wants to think about. At minimum, understand what Medicare does and doesn't cover. And just so you know, it doesn't cover much for long-term care. Number 9, create your enough number and make it realistic. You need to figure out your real enough number. Start with your current expenses, the real ones, not what you think they should be. Track your spending for a month or two. Subtract what you won't have in retirement. Mortgage payments, work clothes, commuting costs. Add what you will have. Healthcare premiums, more leisure spending. Multiply by 25, the basic rule of thumb for how much you need invested. If you need $40,000 a year, you need about $1 million invested. Sounds impossible? Let's break it down. Social Security might cover $20,000 to $30,000. You might work part-time and earn $10,000 to $15,000. Suddenly, you only need investments to cover $5,000 to $10,000. That's only $125,000 to $250,000 invested. See? Much more doable, right? Number 10. Start today, even if it's imperfect. Here's the thing about starting a retirement plan at 55 plus. You don't have time for perfect. You don't need the perfect investment strategy. You don't need to solve every problem today. You just need to start. Check your Social Security estimate online, list all your assets, including the weird ones, track your spending for real, research one new income stream, open a retirement account if you don't have one, automate something, even $50 a month into an investment account. Cut one major expense you won't miss. Start one new income generating activity. Learn one new thing about Medicare or Social Security. Starting a retirement plan at 55 plus means you'll have to be more creative and more flexible and more strategic than someone who started at 25. But you know what? You're also going to be better at it because you know what you actually want, what you actually need, and what's actually important. And that's worth more than all the compound interest in the world. So there you have it. How to build a retirement plan when you're over 55 and starting from scratch. Is it ideal? No. Is it doable? Absolutely. The key is to stop beating yourself up about where you should be and start getting excited about where you can go. You've got wisdom, experience, and a pretty good BS detector, right? Use them. And remember, every day you wait to start is a day you could have been building something better. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Don't let them down. Now stop watching YouTube videos about retirement planning and go actually start one. What's your first move going to be? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one.